Known to strut, pout, and put it out. Now everyone's talking about the lover in her. Hi, and welcome to part one of our two-part feature with the lovely Sheena Easton. I'm Robin Breeden. The artistry of Sheena Easton seems to have no limit. Take any of her top hits, the sassy strut, the tender almost over you, or the risque sugar walls, and her ability to appeal to any audience becomes clear. Add beauty, brains, and credits ranging from a starring role on Miami Vice to the subject of Prince songs, and you've got one of the hottest artists on the scene. No wonder we're all talking about the lover in her, and we'll talk about a few other things when we come back.
Hey.
Welcome back to part one of our two-part feature on Sheena Easton. Born Sheena Orr in Bellshill, Scotland, Sheena describes her upbringing as very different from the American way of life. In her hometown, there were no cheerleaders, high school proms, even cars were a rarity. In fact, only one person on her street has owned one. Sheena and her friends were always amazed to see American teenagers in movies with their own cars. Although she missed out on the glamorous things, she says good values were instilled in her from the start. And that's something even the fastest car can't beat. We're going to tell you about her unbeatable break into music. But first, a video from one of Sheena's earlier albums, Best Kept Secret. In it, Sheena's wearing a skimpy nightgown, but says everyone on the crew wore 3 layers of clothes. But she tried her best to smile and not let the cold get the best of her. Let's see if we can catch her shivering in Telephone. Sheena Easton's career began with a stroke of luck. After graduating with honors from Bellshill Academy, she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and Drama. Remaining at the head of the class, Sheena qualified to become a teacher of speech, drama, and phonetics. Her good fortune came while still attending drama school. BBC Television was looking for a young, unknown artist to star in a documentary about the making of a singer from start to success. Of course, they'd also have to be good enough to land a recording contract. Sheena passed both auditions and was soon on her way to not only making hit records, but making her debut with a documentary film. Let's take a look at one of the biggest hits from her 1984 LP, A Private Heaven. Here's Sheena's Sugar Walls. We mentioned Sheena's career began with a stroke of luck. It seems that lucky star followed her even further. Sugar Walls is a song penned by Prince for Sheena's 5th LP. Here's how it happened.
I'm a major fan. I'd love to work with you. If you ever have the time, write me a song. I'd love to do it. Now, I expected the man to say, take a number. You know, the whole world is waiting for a song from me. I did not expect a reply. And 2 days later, David came back to me with the tape of Sugar Walls. He'd written it and sent it over to me with a message saying, if you like this, call me and come in and do the vocals. Well, I heard it and loved it, called him, and I did the vocals 2 days after that. So 4 days from sending the message, I had the song finished. So that was really lucky.
Baby takes the morning train. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes
I'm Robin Breeden, and you're back with more of part one of our two-part feature with Sheena Easton. Sheena is one artist who has managed to sidestep the popular trend of putting music into categories. In 1985, Billboard magazine honored her as the first musical artist in history to crack the top 5 on all 5 of the magazine's singles charts. That included the pop, R&B, dance, country, and adult contemporary charts. What's her secret? She says her music is simply a reflection of her thousands of moods and ways, something that also sidesteps categories. Here's Sheena's Swear.
I won't bother asking you what you've done, though the rumors all point to something going on. See, the past is the past, and I'm not going to dwell, but I'd better never catch you with someone else. So put it to you once, but never again. If you want to be a lover, if you want to be a friend, then take 5 fingers and put it to your heart. S-W-E-A-R. once, but never again. You want to be a lover, you want to be a friend. Take my fingers and put it to your heart. S-W-E-A-R. Don't lie. Do I need a touch of your hand? With a Bible in your hand. To make you tell the whole truth. Nothing left. Should strap a lie detector. To your heart, to your heart, to your heart. Can I make you tell the whole truth?
Swear is another cut from Sheena's dynamic 1984 LP, A Private Heaven. Her follow-up album was Do You, which we'll be taking a look at along with her most recent project in our Part 2 feature. Following her Do You LP, Sheena collaborated with Prince again, this time for a track on his LP. That's up next, Prince and Sheena, and You Got the Look. You Got the Look was filmed in Paris during the Purple Rockers' Sign of the Times tour. It was a 3-day shoot, and being with Kat, Sheila, and all of Prince's band members was an unforgettable experience. We'll have more of Sheena's experiences with Prince in our Part 2 feature. Stay tuned for more previews coming up next. For today. Before we sign off, we're going to give you just a taste of what you can expect from Part 2 with Sheena Easton. We'll take you back once more with cuts from the Private Heaven LP, including the top 5 smash Strut. Then it's on to Sheena's 1985 album, Do You, which was produced by Nile Rodgers. That album featured Sheena's remake of the 60s hit, Jimmy Mac. Next, it's on to Sheena's most recent project. We'll take a behind-the-scenes look at her new video.
During the course of shooting it, I'd hear things like, Sheena, you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Okay, forward. Okay, backwards. You know, I'd be like smiling and singing away and like hearing all these directions. It was great because everybody like chipped in and tried to help each other.
So here I am, walk right through my door. It's been love, the rest of your life.
It's going to be an exciting show, so make sure not to miss it. We'll leave you with more of Sheena and You Got the Look. Sheena's Fan Club address is up next, and we'll see you next time.
You tonight, honey. Here we are. You know, I said yes to this because they said you were coming and I wanted to see you again.
Really?
I love your